So this video is proudly sponsored by Amino apps once again, and we went from 0 followers to over 600, and you can search for me by going to users and searching SuperRebel, and I know there's a ton of you guys that are really enjoying this. Now, we have a brand new story. I'll quickly give you guys a little teaser of it. It's a very important one, so if you want to be featured in the next video, go ahead and check that out. But you could go to topics and search even more stories now, as this is even getting way more popular than the last time I spoke about this. And right at the top, of course, you can see my story, and there are a ton more with just filled of memes and awesome stuff. So go ahead and even search for those, because it's just endless. The amount of fun that you will have just searching for other people's stories is really cool. Now, of course, what makes Amino apps that extra bit more special is creating your own stories now with new features as well. So for example, we'll do this one over here, which is really cool. But if you want to ask a question, you have two different options now. So not only can, of course, you go ahead and choose your music, whatever you want to see in the story, but now you can do a new poll, for example, ask a random question, or you can actually go ahead and do a quiz, which then you can make the correct answer, a gift for example, by going ahead and searching something like wow, and there you have it. Go ahead and download it now. It's free, so you have no excuse. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So it seems we are back on that new Batman Arkham game, which was meant to be Batman Arkham Beyond Arkham. We basically almost went a whole year just speculating what this game was going to be, with all the teasers we had, of course, then hoping that it was going to go to E3 2019 and they were just going to come out and say, here is a brand new Batman game. Now, of course, it's safe to say once we hit E3, the Avengers game got its, official kind of reveal with gameplay, etc. Everyone's mind kind of seemed to, go and divert into that game. And I mean, although this supposedly rumored Batman game was still in the back of our minds, majority of the people decided to kind of just forget about it and wait to see what happens. Now here we are a couple of months later, and it seems that there might be some competition for this new Avengers game, because it seems like this Batman game may well just be the real thing. And of course, that's going to make it two superhero games that essentially are going to go, head to head, two different universes, and it will be one hell of a time to either be a DC fan or of course a Marvel fan, or just simply both. So to give you guys a quick recap, most of you have probably seen this already if you are following the news, but Amazon went ahead and accidentally, and when I say accidentally, it's the same accident that has happened numerous amounts of times before, and 90% of the time it actually did come true. Now, as always, do not take this as, a real official announcement. Only take it, as a pinch of salt. But what you see on here is essentially a placeholder for a WB Montreal game. Now, we know that it was rumored that WB Montreal were going to be working on a new Batman game, because of course Rocksteady were the guys who's done it previously. So this is, the first and foremost one. The placeholder, there's no actual date for this. All you know is it's PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and of course PC, and that is going to be a WB Montreal game. Naturally, everyone assumes it's going to be a Lego game, because this is more or less how the luck is going, just waiting for a new Batman game. But it does get more interesting. It doesn't just actually stop there. So Steven, who is a WB Montreal, posted a tweet that says, "Solid week, really can't complain due to the road bumps that came up. We, as in the team, adjusted timely and wisely. Hashtag game development, hashtag WB games." Now, what is also interesting is someone responded to him saying, "Is it time to reveal Batman Night of the Owls?" Again, if this is just a rumored name, there's loads of rumored names for what this game can be called, whether it's going to be a Batman game. He replied back by saying, "What's a," and I quote, "game? Never heard of this word before. Opens urbandictionary.com. Of course, it's a little bit jokey there. Now, someone actually tweeted Roger Craig Smith, who was the voice of Batman, that says, "I really hope we see you back as Batman for whatever WB Games Montreal is working on." And this is recently that has been going on Reddit, where he went ahead and liked that tweet. Now, as far as an actual direct kind of, you know, I agree type of thing coming from a dev goes, or anyone a part of the team, this is probably the closest we have got. Now, since of course the Amazon, you know, leak essentially, and you know, loads of people going around trying to bust the myth on, well, this looks like it's a Photoshop picture and it's actually nothing really interesting. It's very important to know that of course, whatever this is, we definitely should not end up in the same loop as we did before, where we all get super hyped up and we will go ahead and of course wait for an official announcement at the next gaming event. But then it gets more interesting. Now, Gamescom, again, a big event just like E3, and if anything, it's getting even more popular than it was before. Now, what's very interesting, it appears that basically this month, and I quote, being good as the devs say, does also mark the 10-year anniversary for Arkham Asylum. Now, this would be a great time to go ahead and reveal this game at Gamescom. We have said before though, if they're not going to go to any gaming events, it wouldn't really make a difference. I've always said you can go to any gaming event, but right now in this day and age, it doesn't really make a difference. As long as your game is good, you have the right marketing, and thirdly, the most important of it all, if it is something that people are excited for and really anticipated for, it naturally will do well. Whether you decide to market it well or not, if you give the people what they want, everyone's going to freak out, essentially break the internet, just like back with Spider-Man PS4, just like the Avengers game, which of course is very much, you know, just hanging us all down on this little rope, waiting for more information. But what I'm trying to say is, Gamescom being a big event, it may well be a situation where they go ahead and reveal it, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. It's very important to not take all this information and just take it as confirmation. Do not do that. We have been there, we have done that, we have seen all the teasers of Court of Owls, logos, etc. Trust me, we all kind of fell on our ass more or less when it came down to E3. But now, being a couple of months later, it definitely does give me hope that there is something in the pipeline, and that there is something that is just gonna, I guess, make the competition a whole lot more interesting, because with this new Avengers game coming up, the hype is there for it. Everyone is excited for it. If this game gets announced, the competition is gonna be absolutely insane, and I really can't wait to see something like that, because that's when all hell's gonna break loose and everything's gonna be fantastic. We've seen so many ideas over the last year on how this game could be. We know that there was rumored to be co-op in the game. There were like different vehicles that were leaked especially as well, skins in the game, the way the combat will be, how many people you can play with. There was an actual list of, you know, how the story was gonna go. So all these leaks have to lead to something, and if it's not going to be a Batman game, being WB Montreal's next game at all, whether that's in the next year, 2 years, today, tomorrow, it's going to be absolutely insane. So at this stage, all I would say is be super excited and hope for the best that WB Montreal's next game is actually a Batman game and not a Lego game or anything crazy where we have just gone way off the rails, because that way I guess you could be hyped, but you're not overhyping yourself, and you're not gonna kind of, you know, be in for a fall and kind of get upset when you realize, hey, this game isn't actually happening. But I want you guys to get in the comment section below and of course leave your thoughts on that and your theories about all these leaks as well. Now, to wrap up this video, I did see this on Twitter, not Twitter, I saw it on Reddit, and it was, has Tony really built a space station for the new HQ in the new Avengers game? Now, just to confirm, this was a little snippet that we saw in a trailer. It's actually one of my favorite screenshots. We see this also in a comic book, as it is of course now mentioned on Reddit. Very important to know that right now, in terms of these rumors and how this game, your HQ, where it's going to be, etc., I kind of have a feeling we're going to have like loads of mini HQs, if you will, but right now all we know of course is that the official one, as it stands anyway, is the one that was revealed, of course being the helicarrier in the actual official trailer for the game. So you guys get in the comment section below and leave your thoughts here. But that's going to wrap up this video. As always, if you want to subscribe for more awesome content, become a part of that and subscribe. drop a like on the video, leave your thoughts and your ideas below. That is very, very important to get, of course, the community on this and get super hyped up to see what we have in store. But guys, I will see you in the next video. As always, if you missed any of the previous ones, you can check them out either on screen or there is a playlist on the channel which I will go ahead and sort out and kind of categorize it so that when it comes down to these leaks, we can now go back into previous videos super easy. So that should be on the channel by the time this video goes live. But I will see you in the next one. But till then, as always, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.